Hello, everyone. Welcome to Coffee Talk. This is with our Toastmasters group, Toast to the Master and Lord. My name is Yvette Guignot. I'll be your host. And today on Coffee Talk, we have with us, I always say it's a treat because it actually is. We have Carol Kornreit, who's returning back and who's helping us out here with our networking series. If you haven't seen the first video in this series, we encourage you to watch that. It's entitled Networking versus Need Working. And it talks all about the difference between building bridges and kind of just having their own agenda. And it gives you some tips on how to do networking right. We're going to give you more tips in this video detailed of how to do networking. So, Ms. Carol Kornreit, welcome. Let me tell you a little bit about Carol. Carol is actually an executive job coach. She for corporate executives in transition. What that means is folks who've suddenly been recently, unfortunately, laid off. She helps place them in new jobs and new markets. She has worked with such companies as Amgen, Disney, Sony, and the NFL. And she gets them market ready so they can prepare for that job search and they can go out and get that hopefully perfect job for them. So Carol, welcome. Thank you for stopping by Coffee Talk. And today we're going to be talking a little bit about how to network. This is a woman who knows how to do this right. So we thought we'd pass a few tips about that along to you. So Carol, without any further ado, tell us, how do you network?
How do you network? You need to know, to be able to communicate who you are, what you've done, and what you want to do. And I weekly facilitate a networking group. And we start with a 30-second commercial.
A 30-second commercial?
Yes. You can use it to introduce yourself for networking, or even in a job interview when they say, so tell me about yourself. The very best of us have choked and forgotten what to say.
Yes, we have.
It's good to have it memorized. It can be a 30, 60, 90-second commercial if the audience is listening.
Okay.
It's a way to introduce yourself with passion and pride and excitement so people remember who you are and what you did. And some of you might have such complicated jobs, it's really hard to crystallize it in a short sentence. But you want the person hearing you to know who you are, what you do, and where you want to do it next. Really is the goal of that.
Okay. So how do you make a 30-second commercial? Is that like the old elevator pitch that they
It's an elevator pitch. Okay. If you're on the elevator and someone says, what do? You have to think quick because you don't know how many floors are going to be with you. And people do decide in the first 3 to 5 minutes if they like you or not. And this is a really good way to get that to happen. I have several 30-second commercials depending who I'm talking to and why I'm talking to them. I might tell you that I am a motivational and educational executive job coach with the ability to equip and educate you to be able to go in the job market and land a job 25% faster than if you did this on your own. And I have been doing this for 10 years. And this year I have the highest landing rate I have, even in the times of COVID, that I have ever had. So the 30-second commercial explains to you a little bit about you would be excited to work with me because you know a little bit about me and that I do have a track record. So it could be as simple and as brief as that.
Okay. And when you say landing, you mean people landing into a job?
Yes.
So landing out there into a job.
Yes.
Okay. So you have different kind of commercials depending on who you're talking to. Are there certain elements that should be in every commercial, no matter who you're talking to? Is there like a top 2, top 3? Like make sure you say this or this or this.
Something. Well, you say your title, like what it is you do. And some people have a title that they've done, but then the title they want to do in the future. So they would put the title they want to do in the future in there, not the title they had before, the one they're going for, because that's what they want you to remember. You would put some hard skills and soft skills in there. If you have computer software knowledge, you would put it in there. if you are a good team leader or a people person or a collaborative manager, those are soft skills that you would put in there. You might put the industries you have worked in.
Okay.
You might put the role. Are you a manager? Are you a director? Are you a vice president? You might put the role in there. And then you might put a result, something you did where there was a problem and you solved it that either saved time, money, and you have something to show for what you did at the end. So people remember, oh yeah, that person does that. And they could, they were able to keep the Titanic from sinking. We never get credit for that. But, you walk away going, wow. And you remember that vignette about that person. You might not remember all the complicated keywords that they have, but you remember that you're excited about them. So you can walk away and tell someone else about them pretty quickly.
Okay. All right. So our commercial should include 1, a title, 2, some either soft or hard skills, and 3, some type of result or conclusion or something that we accomplished.
Yes.
That got done. Okay. So the elevator pitch or the 30-second commercial. I love that. I hadn't heard the 30-second commercial title before. So the 30-second commercial is crucial for how to networking. And that's where people should start. They should have that.
And when you're networking, you add an additional piece to it of, this is the job kind of job I'm targeting next. And these are my target companies. So if the person you're talking to says, oh, I know someone that works there, it's a really easy way to ask without begging. You're mentioning that these are my target companies and these are my target roles. And it gives the person the opportunity to think, if they know, they might know someone there.
Okay. All right. I think you gave us something to chew on here. That 30-second commercial and what goes in it is very vital. Thank you for stopping by to chat with us, Carol.
You're welcome.
We appreciate that. Okay, so thank the audience here for stopping by Coffee Talk. We hope you got a little tidbit of what to do and how to network and how to create that 30-second commercial. So if you're talking to someone even on Zoom, you might even have less time than you would have in the elevator. So if you're talking to someone even on Zoom, that 30-second commercial can still come in handy. So we just wanted to give you some tidbits on how to network. And that was our whole point in coming here today. There's also some tags and things in the description box below if you kind of want to know how to reach us as a Toastmasters Club. The name of our club is Toast to the Master and Lord. You are welcome to stop by at any time. You can catch the times that we're available on our website. We're currently on Zoom, hoping to get back in person soon, but still currently on Zoom. And if you want any other information, we'll make sure we include that in the description box below. And this is a series, so there will be actually another series coming up. And there was one before this, just to remind you, the one before this was the difference between networking and need working. That was the first video in the series. This is the second video, how to networking. And the third one right behind this will be how to follow up. So we hope you get all 3 so you get the full package. So thank you for coming by. Again, my name was Yvette with Toast to the Master and Lord Toastmasters, and we hope you have a good day. Ciao.